Zachary Landgrab asked me if I should go out on a date. Should I say yes? No, I don't think that's a good idea because I was just going to call and ask you out on a date. No. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of our short lifespan legacy in which every generation is a different game pack or expansion pack in The Sims 4. We're currently kind of in between Generation 2 and 3. Generation 2, which was the outdoor retreat generation, has finished everything that he needed to do, and we're really just waiting for our get to work generation to age up so that we can start to kind of shift our focus to her. Now, in our last episode, both Clementine and Calla, Basil's two girls, aged up. Calla is now a teenager, Clementine is a child, and Basil took them camping in Granite Falls, which may be the last camping trip we see of this series, because now that we're going to be shifting over to Clementine, who is our Gen 3 heir, we don't really need to worry about camping quite so much with Basil. We come over into our game, it's a Monday morning, and the girls are starting to get up and get ready to go to school. So a quick reminder, Calla is not biologically Basil's child. Basil met the hermit of Granite Falls. They moved in together. They had a relationship. She was pregnant with Calla. We all thought it was Basil's. Turns out it wasn't Basil's baby. And then later she got pregnant with Clementine. She really didn't want kids. Basil didn't either, but she never came to terms with the fact that she didn't want kids, but Basil did. She ended up leaving. So now Basil is a single father. He is raising these two girls on his own. Also in the last episode, when they were in Granite Falls, Calla met the current hermit of Granite Falls, who kind of like hinted at like maybe that was Calla's destiny, which Calla is very much like, no, she's a party animal. She wants to have friends. She's a teenager. She wants to do all of that. She is not interested in any way, shape, or form of moving to Granite Falls and being the hermit. However, we were thinking that maybe she might want to try to develop a bit of a relationship with her mother, Britney, who is apparently now an elder. So it's short lifespan. Now, Clementine never really knew her mother, so she's probably not going to have the same inclinations. She is a social butterfly, and she is also a kleptomaniac. We made her a kleptomaniac because when she was a toddler, they went to the library and she kind of stole a Wabbit tablet from the library. So kleptomaniac seemed to kind of work, and she is going to be who our next heir is. Now, she will be aging up in-game on Thursday. It's currently Monday right now, so this could be a bit of a shorter episode because I'm going to play up until the point that we would be aging her up, so probably I'll play through them going to school on Thursday, and then we'll stop, and then the next episode we'll age her up and we'll be officially starting the Get to Work generation. So I'll get the Get to Work pack installed, and we'll officially be starting to make that shift over to her. And I want to wait to do that until the next episode. Basil over here was our Gen 2 heir, and he's now just like in the father mode. They have plenty of money, so he's really just he tends to his garden. He just kind of does his thing, and he's like fine with all of it. Also, in the last episode, Basil kind of started to reconnect with Christina Strong, who he originally met in Granite Falls when he was camping as a teenager. And they became good friends, but then he met Britney and his affections kind of swayed that way. Oh, Christina's actually calling. Oh, Zachary Landgrab asked me if I should go out on a date. Should I say yes? No, I don't think that's a good idea because I was just going to call and ask you out on a date. No. So I was going to say, let's take her out on a date while the kids are at school. It'll be kind of like a lunch date with Christina, but I feel like this is really something that has been a long time coming. It is something that would be really good for Basil, so we're gonna roll with it. Now, because we're playing with just base game and outdoor retreat, there aren't really any cafes that we could put in our game, so we're gonna go over here to the Old Crest Bar, I think, and they can just kind of have like a little bit of a date. We don't really have like a good park or anything other than like the base game parks, but this could be a nice little date for them. Like they could come over here and sit and have a little chat with each other. You know, like I said, they were really trying to like hit things back off. They were talking to each other again, and they both expressed an interest in each other. So they're gonna chat a little bit. Oh my, this is quite the story she's telling him.
Yibs.
So he's kind of telling her a little bit about the drama that happened with Britney, but then he's saying, you know, I always did have like a bit of a crush on you. I never knew if you liked me back, and I was always kind of nervous to approach you about it ever since we were teenagers. And she's like, you know, I've had a crush on you as well, and you know, life isn't over yet. We still have time. There's still a chance for us to kind of explore this and see where it might go. And he's like, you know, I would really like that. I would like to, you know, just see where things might go. They're both feeling very flirty. And he's like, you know, I got hurt by Britney, and it does make me feel slightly slow to get back into anything. And she's like, I completely understand. We can take this slow. It'll be okay. I say we can take this slow. This is short lifespan. There's only so slow that they can take it. So they're kissing now. They had a first kiss, but things are getting a little bit more intense between the two of them. And they really have had a very good date. Their romance is increasing. They've got a good friendship with each other. Do they have sentiments with each other, I wonder? They do. They're closer from happy memories because they've spent time together. They've had kind of this long history. They didn't talk a whole lot when he and Britney were together, but they're recognizing now this thing that always existed between them, and they're finally kind of coming to terms with that. And Basil has decided that he wants to make this official, and he wants this to be exclusive. So he's asked Christina to be his girlfriend, and I think he's thinking that he would like her to maybe come over to their house later tonight for some dinner, and then she can also meet the girls. The kids are back home from school. I think we're gonna go ahead and have them both get started on their homework like right away, because Basil does plan to invite Christina over later for dinner, and he wants them to have their homework done. I think he's probably a little bit nervous about all of that. Right, but we are gonna invite over Christina, and we're gonna have Basil make something for dinner. Maybe we'll have him do some pasta primavera. He's got a lot of the fresh ingredients, so I think he's gonna like make something like that where, you know, he can be like, all right, I'm making this with ingredients that I've grown in my own garden, and it just kind of makes it that much more special. Oh my gosh, and Britney is here on the front step. We just invited Christina over and Britney has shown up. Maybe Calla can talk to her a little bit. Maybe she's distracted a little bit, and so she's gonna come over and talk to Calla while she's doing her homework. You know, we were talking about maybe Calla wanted to get her to know her mother a little bit better. They don't have the worst relationship, all things considered, but Clementine, she just doesn't really care or want anything to do with her. She's just like, nope. So Calla's not gonna invite her mom in, but she is gonna talk to her a little bit about what happened in Granite Falls, and, you know, be like, I saw where you used to live. Oh my gosh, and she's yelling at her. And she's like, how could you? Oh, that didn't go well. Oh, poor Calla. So she tried to, like, rekindle things with her mom and, like, reestablish that relationship after her mom left. But Britney just yelled at her, and now Calla is feeling hurt. Calla feels wronged by Britney, and being around Britney will remind Calla of that pain. So not only did she leave her, but then she came back and started yelling at her. I think we're gonna make her leave. We're not gonna put Calla through this. She's been through enough. Meanwhile, Basil is like completely oblivious inside, making some dinner for his new girlfriend and his daughters. Oh, and the girls have come in and they're helping out with the cooking. That's so sweet. So while she got that negative sentiment with her mom, she now has this positive one from cooking together with Basil. Sims that cook together stay together. Without food, we would not exist. It is food that creates us, food that connects us, food that binds us, which is actually kind of cute. All right, so Basil has made the dinner, and he's gonna go ahead and call everybody to the meal, and hopefully they'll all come and actually like sit at the table together and eat. All right, they are. They're all coming. They're sitting down. He really wants the girls. Wait, Kella, where are you going? You're gonna go sit on, there's a chair right here. Okay. So Clementine already knows Christina. And Kella, though, hasn't really officially met her yet. So let's have her do a friendly introduction to Christina. I want Kella to come, like, sit at the table. Come and sit, Kella. Don't be all over there by yourself watching TV. I know, like, you're a teenager and stuff, but come and join the family. You are part of this, too. Oh, that didn't look like a good thing. So Kella, though, thinks that Christina is independent and capable. So she likes her, but Christina is a little uncertain about Kella. She thinks that Kella is untrustworthy. And to be fair, Kella is evil. So there is that. So Britney is not necessarily like being super harsh and judgmental because Kella's a bit evil. In fact, neither one of these girls is like the most pristine, with little Clementine here with her kleptomaniac, and then Kella is evil. I mean, Basil's done the best he can, but clearly the conflict with their mother has worn off on them. So right now it's kind of an awkward encounter. Oh, I guess Clementine was a little mischievous towards Christina, and she did not like that. Clementine is a little bit on the mischievous side. It kind of goes along with her being that kleptomaniac. So that's how that goes. Christina has gone home, and Basil has some mixed feelings about how it all went. On the one hand, he is really glad that they got to know each other, but he's also a little bit worried. And Kella's like, don't worry about it, Dad. We love you, and if you like Christina, then we will like Christina. It might take a little bit of time for us to adjust to her being here and being part of the family, but you deserve to have someone in your life, and you deserve some happiness. So I am good with it. And if Clementine is a little bit weird about it, she will come around. She's just a kid still, so it should all be good. And Basil is just like, you know, thank you. I appreciate that quite a bit. It's good to know that you wouldn't be really upset with me. I know things have been really tough, and I just don't want to make things feel more awkward. And even Clementine has come out and she's like, yeah, it's cool, Dad. So Clementine became best friends with her dad, which does in some ways kind of make sense. So now she wants to become friends with 3 other children. She doesn't know any children. We're gonna have to ever meet some children. And then become friends with 2 adults, and then reach level 10 of the social skill. And we want to try to get all of this done before she ages up on Thursday. She's currently almost level 6 of the social skill. So I think we can do this. Put down a new version of the Desert Bloom Park that's going to have a little bit more. This is from Old Man Sim on the gallery. It's base game only, since that's all we've got in our game right now. So I've put this down, and it's got a lot of cactuses. It's got some cars out front, but it's got some activities inside here. There's like a pond, and then there's a swimming pool and like a nice kids area over here. So hopefully this will be a good little like replacement, at least for a little while, for this save to just like, you know, spruce it up a little bit. I had to go to Manage Worlds to fix some lag that was happening in my game, and I paused recording to do that, and then I came back in and totally forgot to unpause recording for Basil to propose to Christina. So I was saying that Basil and Britney never got engaged. They never got married. That was what Basil wanted to do, but then we found out that Britney was pregnant, so she just kind of ended up moving in with him, and they never got married. And Basil wants that. That's something that he wants. And so he asked Christina to marry him. She said yes. He is now smitten with her. He can't explain it, but he is really enamored with Christina, and the sight of her makes Basil's heart beat faster, and they are deeply in love. Some romantic moments leave a powerful impression, and Basil will never forget how he fell even deeper in love with Christina. So they've come to the park, they've gotten engaged. I will try to not pause gameplay again so that when they get married, you all don't miss it. I'm so sorry. So I'm trying to decide. I think, though, because they're older, and Basil doesn't care a whole lot, I don't think they would plan, like, a big wedding. So I think when the time comes, we're not going to do it today in game. We're going to probably wait till tomorrow. We'll have them get married just kind of in, like, an elopement ceremony. Oh, hey, Blossom is here. Hi, Blossom. Oh, Blossom is looking upset. Why is Blossom sad, I wonder? Someone died. I wonder who died. Who did Blossom know who died? So Blossom is Basil's twin sister. Oh, and look, here's Birch. Birch is his brother. I wonder if Birch ever got married. Did he get married? He did. He got married to someone. Oh, this is kind of funny. The person he married is named Christina, and that's who he's marrying a Christina as well. Christina Flowers. Okay. We could look and see. Let's look at the family tree. We haven't been playing for long enough that the family tree has probably gotten too scary and convoluted, but we can take a peek at the family tree. Aster was our matriarch. She died of a hemorrhage after Birch was born. And Basil, who I guess they never actually got married. Gavin was their father, and he ended up raising the 3 kids on his own. And it looks like Blossom has had 2 kids. She has a son named Joshua, and then, 2 sons, Joshua and Peyton. And then Basil just only has the biological daughter in Clementine. Calla is not his biological daughter, but he did adopt her as a care dependent. So, and he's raised her. So for all intents and purposes, he's her dad. So that's how the Flowers family tree is looking at the moment. I don't know where Christina went. Apparently, he and Birch are gonna go for a swim together. Okay. I kind of meant for Christina too. Did she leave? I don't actually know where Christina is. Maybe Christina left because she wanted to like go home and like share the news with her family of what has happened and that they're going to get married. Oh, there she is. But she probably does want to do that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and leave the park. We'll head back home and they can, you know, take a little bit of time, process this new development. Basil's gonna have to tell the girls. And yeah, we'll go from there. Ooh, Clementine met Sydney while at school today. Okay, good. So she has at least met one person. This is a good thing. Oh, Christina is calling. I ended up not going on a date with Zachary Landgrab. I mean, that's good since we're now engaged. What is it with the land grabs and like going after the women that Basil is interested in? Because Prince Landgrab was who got Britney pregnant, and now this other Landgrab is trying to go out with Christina? Okay, everyone seems to be talking about a birthday party that Clementine wasn't invited to. She kind of thought the host was her friend, so it didn't make any sense. Should she ask her friend or let it go? Clementine, she's pretty social, and she's definitely gonna be a lot more like self-assured and forward, I think, than her dad. So I think she's just gonna ask the friend and be like, hey, what was up? I thought we were friends. Oops, turns out the party wasn't even for Clementine's friend and it was only a show on TV. Clementine feels a little silly, but very glad that she asked. Okay. And now we've got one for Calla about a stressed teacher. The teacher has to run out and pick up his medication, so he asks the class to sit quietly and do their reading assignment while he's gone. Should Calla do that or try to do some homework while she has the chance? She probably would do the opposite of what the teacher asked, so I think she would do some homework. The teacher's errand didn't take as long as he thought, so he comes back and sees Calla not doing the reading. She gets a lecture on the importance of sitting quietly and following orders and has a small performance loss. I mean, Calla's evil. She would do what she wanted to do. Oh, and now Clementine has met Avery, and Clementine stole a book from school. What did she steal? She stole Orbital Pudding. All right, and who did she meet? Oh, she met a few friends. She met Avery and Sydney, Leanna, and Steve. So why don't we have her invite over one of these friends? Maybe let's start with Avery. She does need to become friends with 3 children, so let's start there. And Basil would want her to have a friend over. So she is talking to her friend. Calla is here, apparently also making sure that, you know, they're not talking about things that they shouldn't be talking about, I guess. Oh, we've learned that Avery is cheerful. Okay, that's nice. What if we bring them over here and they can come play together, maybe? The 2 girls are coming over here to the little park that's like across the street from their house, and they're gonna play some pirates together. I love how there's this pony sitting here, and Clementine definitely just stole it. I don't know where it came from, but she's taken the pony. Kind of feel like you 2 chatting in the street is maybe not the best idea, so maybe you 2 should come back to the house. Okay, Clementine's reached social level 8. I think we're not gonna have a problem actually finishing this we just gotta get those friends done. But they are friends now. She is friends with Avery. I think though we are gonna go ahead and send Avery home so that we can get some homework done. But they've become friends, so she just needs 2 more skill levels and friends with 2 more kids and 2 more adults. Which it could be Birch and Christina, or Blossom and Christina, really. It'd be nice if she could become friends with Christina, all things considered. Oh my gosh! Basil is on fire! Oh no! Quick! Someone come extinguish Basil! We have to put Basil out! He can't die before he gets to marry Christina! Calla! Put him out! Put him out! Put your dad out! Save him! This is not good! Oh, this is not good! Oh, Basil is burning! Oh, okay. He's still a little fiery, but he's out. They got 100 simoleons. Okay, replace this, and then clean with vigor. That was kind of an exciting start to this Wednesday morning in game. Well, the girls were gonna try to let them go back to sleep. Basil just was on fire, and now he's doing push-ups. Okay, how about we put the fire out so that nobody else catches on fire, and Basil, you go take a bit of a shower, hun, and, you know, de-char a little. That would be nice. My goodness. So Calla is awake and feeling confident from extinguishing the fire, but Clementine is feeling tense because of the fire. Which, I mean, I can't say that I blame her. I think if I woke up in the middle of the night to discover that my father was on fire, I would also feel tense. And someone has turned the fireplace back on again. The girls are off to school. I think once they get home from school, we will take them all over. Maybe we'll go to the park in Willow Creek and we'll have like a little wedding ceremony there. Right, the girls have come home from school. I think it's time for Basil and Christina to get married. So we went ahead and we invited the whole family over. I think I want to just like put down a wedding arch, and it's not going to be anything like real fancy, but then that way they can like get married with a wedding arch. So we have put down a little wedding arch right here. I think I want to put everybody in their formal wear as well. All right, we have got everyone in their formal wear, so I'm going to have Basil come over and get married to Christina Strong. This has kind of been like a long time coming. So we're gonna have them come over. The girls are gonna come and sit and watch the ceremony. Everyone is coming in. They're not waiting because we don't have the wedding pack, but they're getting married. Finally, after all of this time, Basil is getting married to someone he really loves and cares about, and who will hopefully be there with him for a long time to come yet. You know, they still have time to have a life together, and it took a little while, but they have gotten there in the end, and Basil and Christina are getting married. He is giving her her ring, and yes, they are going to move in together with her 20,000 simoleons. And Christina is now part of the family. They are now married. And I am happy for Basil. This really is something that, you know, he has needed. Clementine has found a friend over here in Landon Caliente. She has befriended none other than a Caliente. I mean, that's better than a land grab, I suppose. She's learned that he's a music lover. And Solaba, apparently everybody's dying. I mean, it is short lifespan, so everyone does tend to be sad because someone has died. That's kind of how short lifespan goes. Oh, speak of a land grab, here is Allie land grab has shown up. She's trying to cheer him up because he's sad. She's like, I understand, it's okay. I'm here for you. We just met, but I'm here for you. Oh, and she's become friends with Landon. All right, that's awesome. Very good. So she needs one more friend with a child, one more friend with an adult. She became friends with her Aunt Blossom. I think Christina is the adult that makes the most sense. Oh, and she has maxed her social skill. Oh, it looks like Avery aged up into a teenager. I think we timed that well. Now, Calla has met a goth. What do they think of each other? Oh, they don't like each other. Ella thinks that Julian Goth is dramatic and he thinks that she's untrustworthy. So her friend Leanna has actually shown up here, so we'll have her talk to her a little bit. This trip to the park is proving to be quite successful. We've got Clementine making friends, Basil and Christina have become married. Alright, so she became friends with Leanna, so we just need one more adult. I think, though, it's starting to get a little bit later. I think we're gonna send everybody home and let them kind of adjust a little bit to having added Christina to the family. Christina is trying to get to know Clementine a little bit. She knows how important Basil's kids are to him, so she is putting in the effort to get to know them both. So Christina is a bookworm, loves the outdoors, and is a loner. She is neutral about having children. I had her go and get some protection because I don't think that them having a baby at this stage in their life is probably the best thing. But they did just get married, so I think we are gonna have them go and have a little woohoo together. So it is a little bit of woohoo time for the two of them. It's been a long time coming. It is the morning after the wedding, and Clementine and Christina are starting to finally kind of get along with each other a little bit. They have a sentiment now. They're closer from happy memories too. This is good. And Clementine has now completed the social bunny aspiration, which is good because she will be aging up when she gets home from school today. So that means that she now has the socially gifted trait. So they build adult social skills faster. And since the plan is for Clementine to run a retail shop, having her be able to like build up her charisma and be friendly with people faster is going to be really important to help her make those sales and be successful in that business. The girls are home from school. Clementine is now a B student. Calla is still a C student. She's not putting in a ton of effort into school, which is fine. She doesn't need to do that. And we know that Clementine is going to be aging up later today, but I think with Basil getting married and Christina joining the household, we know that Clementine will be aging up in the next episode. We're going to wrap this up right here. Next time, I will enable Get to Work, and Clementine will age up into a teenager, and we will officially be starting the Get to Work generation. So this is the last for the outdoor retreat, which I think it ended on the right note with Basil and Christina getting married, and hopefully that this means that Basil is going to get to have the relationship that he wanted out of life going forward. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to starting to shift gears a little bit on Clementine and seeing how she ages up. She's a really cute kid, and Calla is an absolutely stunning teenager, but she does not have Basil's genetics, so it'll be fun to see what Clementine looks like. But thank you all so much for watching, and if you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!